Hey everybody, Johnny here with Tsunami Nation. Today it's kind of still cold. I wouldn't call it winter, but it still feels like winter. Very early spring in the northern Rockies day. We're out here in the Paradise Valley and going to be hitting up a boat ramp, kind of a fishing access area. Want to check it out, see what we can find down there. I know this is a popular spot for tubers in the summer, as well as people getting on and off drift boats. So hoping we might find a little something, maybe some rings or something that fell off. So anyway, let's go see what we can find. I don't know, maybe about 36 degrees. Still see a little residual snow down here at the bottom of the ramp. Like I said, this is really a high traffic area in the summer. Right now it's pretty darn quiet, which is nice, so we don't have to worry about a lot of interruptions or anything like that. And the water, as you can see, is pretty low. Normally it comes right up to the about here on the ramp. In the summer, I've seen a lot of people swimming and wading out here, so suspect there could be some rings, some jewelry, some stuff like that. I don't really have great expectations, but what the heck, gotta get out when you can. It's a nice day. Yeah, normally I wouldn't even waste the digital film to tape this, but right here we're getting we were getting a pretty consistent signal in the upper 20s, lower 30s, but yeah, it's kind of bebopping around a 13, 14, which just reeks of junk, but let's see what we got. What the heck? Let's get this rock out of the way first. All right, I think we might have her out. Let's see here. Yep. Yeah. Let's see what Mr. Pinpointer has to say about this. Well, this would explain the erratic signal. An old screw. Nothing cool. Alright, so like I said, beautiful day out here. I mean, look at that. Gorgeous river. Mountains. People fishing. All kinds of interesting things to be seen around here. It's an old bone, looks like. Yeah, piece of bone. Not sure what that's off of. Looks like maybe a piece of a rib bone. I'm not sure. Still getting a lot of those bouncy 14 and then 30 signals, which my experience is typically junk. If they're a little easier to dig here, we'll definitely check them out, but this is a pretty labor-intensive endeavor. Got these kind of rocks. Usually take out a lot of fishing lures, sinkers, or fishing weights, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, as soon as these guys leave, I think I might go get my shovel. See what we can find over here by the bottom of the ramp. Alright, now I'm just hoping for some bigger surface targets, but I don't know that we're going to find any right here. Even though this is not primary river season as far as activities go, there is a lot of activity as far as people coming down here and walking and fishing. So I would imagine anything that's clearly visible may have been found. For instance, like cell phone or something like that, but you never know. A nice 30 signal, 2630 right there. Now let's dig in here just a touch. See what we might have. Get a couple of the bigger rocks out of the way. Level the playing field a little bit. Alrighty, and there's the first indication of junk, rust. So let's see. Oh, look at that. A beautiful nail. Yeah. Alright, add that to the collection of junk. Do our community service for the day. And yes, I will recheck that hole. Now one point of clarification I want to make. Earlier when we first got here, I mentioned that this boat ramp is pristine, kind of virgin ground for metal detecting. What I mean by that is that compared to some of the river areas that I detect, this is more out in a rural area. However, I should point out that it's far from virgin as far as human activity goes. Of course, if there wasn't any human activity, there wouldn't be anything to find, so it would all be pointless. The point I'm trying to get at is I'm not going to find as much junk in an area like this. Some of the riverbed areas that I typically go to are adjacent to old dumps, which are just totally undetectable because of all the iron. As you can see, this new bridge doesn't have a lot of, it's pretty simple structure. However, I know that the previous bridge did have wood planking, which explains why I'm probably finding a lot of nails around here. Again, you know, we're going to find junk wherever there's human interaction, but I thought this might be a good spot just because I know a lot of people tend to get in and out of their boats in the summer and wait around in the water here when they're loading up on the boat ramp. Again, the water, as you can see, is pretty low right now. Typically it'd be right up to the back of that pickup. But anyway, let's continue to snoop around here and see what we find. Alright, well, we knew the time was coming when I would have to get my hands wet. And here's a pretty solid 12-13 signal, which again, I probably would not detect, or dig, but yeah, we gotta find something today, even if it is a darn pull tab. So let's see what we got here. I'm gonna get down here first with the pinpointer and see if we can figure out what it is, because I don't want to really go digging around and get all wet and muddy. Kind of a baby like that. It's 36 degrees out, but alright, well, we got her right there, so let's see if we can move things around a little bit. See what we got. So let's clear away some of that. Let the water settle a little bit. There she is. I just got to be able to see what I'm looking at. Whew. That water is cold. Where did it go? Whew. Sorry, my hands are so cold. Oh, we got it out, so now I just gotta find it. Small enough it could be a ring, but it could also be a pop top. What's got here? Looks like an old button. Oh, you know what that is? That's a snap cover. Nothing too exciting, but hey, it's something. I'm thinking there probably isn't going to be as much junk here. We're not going to have to worry about a lot of iron. Usually along the river, got to contend with a lot of pieces of iron, especially from the 50s through the 70s. They used to dump a lot of old cars in here for riprap, kind of shore up the sides and help with flooding. But this is a little more virgin territory. Now, one thing I want to point out here is you can see right here, got a lot of rebar in these the concrete slabs here. That's fine. But just something to be aware of. Anytime you see big concrete structures like that, you can expect a little bit of rebar. Lots of iron right in here. I'm going to get off this iron mode. See again if we can cherry pick maybe a little bit of jewelry here. Find this nice ring. There's something right here, but pretty deep. Again, I don't think I'm going to get at it with my sand scoop right there. I might have to come back with a shovel a few minutes and see what that is. But for right now, let's just focus on the sandy areas where we can dig. No real solid signals yet. Some sporadic junky signals. And some of them are deep, which traditionally with sand, I've always found that targets are, if it says it's, say, 6 inches in the sand, that's what my detector's reading. It's more likely about 8 inches or more. Sand is maybe a little less dense than regular soil, so anyway, the depth readings tend to be always be off. Well, let's see what we got here. Same 20, but yeah, that's a little hoppy. Jeez, John, bring a sand scoop down to the river. That's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Good. Let's here. Get that out of the way. Yeah, I knew I should have brought my shovel, but figured I'd start with this. What the heck? I don't think we're down deep enough yet, but well, maybe we do have it out. Boy, it's just real choppy. Oh, right on. Yeah, I'm just curious here. Let's see what we can figure out with our pinpointer. Get this sit up out of the way. So this is nothing like your real beaches. These river beaches are just so full of rocks. And there it is. Let's see what kind of trophy we have here, folks. Oh, and this is why we're always super careful when we're out digging, because for those of you not in the know, this is a bullet, and it is a live bullet. As you can see, still has the bullet in the casing. This is the primer up here. Well, it's obvious it has not been shot off. I want to see if I can zoom in on this a little bit. I can figure out my camera. Sorry, this is a new GoPro, so I'm still learning all the little tweaks. Yeah, it says stamped on there what it is, what caliber. The primer's still intact too, which of course it would be because the bullet hasn't been fired. And the writing, which I can't see without a little assistance, will tell us what caliber that bullet is. But anyway, it is a live round. This could still go off. All it needs is just a little pressure, enough to activate that primer, explode the gunpowder, and launch the bullet. So just because it's not in the gun doesn't mean it's not dangerous. If this were to be dropped and that primer were to strike a rock at just the right angle, it could go off. Anyway, we'll get this out of the ground, take care of it. It's just cold enough out here, I think. Probably going to call it good in a little bit. Head back. Wait till the weather warms up a little bit more. Well, let's see what we got. What the heck? One last dig for the day, huh? At least it's easy to dig. No rocks right here. Oh, still in there. Oh, I see telltale signs of iron. So, let's get out Mr. Pinpointer. Yeah, right there. And looks like a big chunk of junk. Whatever it is, it's so badly corroded, it's breaking off into a bunch of pieces. There we go. So this, as you can see, is an ancient beverage can. One that looks like it was opened with the old hand opener, so predates the actual pull tabs. Yeah, I don't know, that might be a pull tab shape on it, but it's an old one anyway. So anyway, there's that, folks. Okay, time for a wrap up on today's boat ramp river hunt. Today we were on the Yellowstone River in Paradise Valley, Montana. Um, Although it wasn't real successful, it was just more of a fun outing. We did find a few interesting things. As mentioned earlier, found a couple bullet casings, find a lot of these little 22 shell casings. One of the most interesting finds of the day was this actual live bullet. I'm still not sure what it is. I'll do a close-up here of the primer cap. You can check that out. I could barely see. There were some initials on there, some numbers, but it was really, really difficult to see even under the magnifying glass. So if anybody knows what that is, please mention it in the comment section. Of course, no trip to the boat ramp would be complete without finding one of these guys. Nice little lure here. Might clean that up and use it here pretty soon. I did find a few clad coins. I didn't cover those in the hunt because it wasn't really worth mentioning, but overall, it was fun. I think boat ramp hunts are going to be something that we're going to touch on more this summer, especially once people are back on the river and there's more of a chance of items falling back into the river, jewelry, rings, things like that. I found phones in the past, so you just never know what you're going to find out there. Plus, that stretch of the river is really cool. A lot of history there. It's the Paradise Valley, which leads right up to Yellowstone Park, the original gateway. Not far from where I was hunting is Immigrant Peak and the Chico area, which has a good history of gold mining. There's still lots of gold to be found, some active mining there. So we might even get our Equinox out there on the river and do a little nugget hunting too, because the Equinox is second to none for that as far as this level of metal detector goes. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and also remember to subscribe and share. Hey, thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next hunt. Cheers.